there, it's Kim Denny with Inspired here, and today I'm going to show you how to string your own ballerina. So you can buy any of my designs already completed. I'll send them to you strung, or if you want to do it yourself, then I send it to you painted, the nails in. Here I've outlined the shape, so you would get it that looked like this. If you had any vinyl text, it would already be applied too. And then I'm just going to give you a couple tips on how to string it. So you'll take your bobbin of string and just go ahead. I like to drop my bobbin on the floor because it's easiest to work with that way. Gets it out of the way. If you're sitting at the kitchen table or something, just go ahead and drop it on the floor. And then take the end of your string and just tie it twice around any nail on your board. So here we have it. And one of my best tips for tying your strings is to leave a nice long tail, because if you leave this too short, it gets really frustrating to try and tie it. So leave a nice long tail. You'll cut those off at the end and clean it up when you're done. Okay, so for each layer that you're going to create here, you are just going to take your string and go ahead and just trace the outline of the shape. Now on some of the nails, you're going to have to go on the inside of the nails so they hang on. And then on some curves, you'll come along on the outside of the nails, and you just make your way around. Some people like to do a loop-de-loop, which means you go all the way around the nail. That helps it to hold on a little bit better for you. And then you just continue to do a basic outline. Okay, so let's pretend we've gotten all the way around. And what you'll do next, once you have finished your outline, is you're going to pretend like you have a crayon in your hand and you're just scribbling inside the lines. So you'll make some long lines, you'll do some short, whoop, sometimes it pops off and you just keep on going. You do some short lines. There's no right or wrong way to do this. So you just continue to color inside your outline. Now what you want to be aware of here is to stay inside your line. So of course you don't want to go, you know, in this part out here, or else you're going to lose the shape of your ballerina. You want to stay outside of these little areas, like between her face and her arm, and just stay inside the head, inside the arm, inside the body, as you continue to do your random stringing. Once you've completed a layer, which means you've hit each nail inside the shape about one time, and it's okay if you miss some nails, or if you touch a nail more than once, if you loop onto it more than once, that's fine too, because you're going to be creating several layers. Now, as you're here on the skirt, make sure that you're leaving the, the cutout here, so don't cross over on these, just as you won't cross over, like I said, up here between the face and the arm. Just be aware of the shape. And once you have a layer completed, go ahead and take your fingers and gently press down on the string so it's pressing it closer to the wood. And that way it gives you room to create your next layer. For your next layer, you're just going to do the same process. So you'll outline the entire shape again. And by outlining each layer, it's going to build up this thickness for you. So you have a little bit of like a wall. It looks nicer from the side that way. And then create another random layer. So you're going to do this about 3 or 4 times. So you'll outline the shape, do random all on the inside. Outline, do random, outline, do random, outline, do random. About 3 or 4 times. Once you've got it as full or as dense as you would like it to be, I like to be able to see through the string a little bit so you can still see the wood through it. It gives it some nice texture and nice dimension. Once it's as full as you would like it to be, you're going to create a border along the edges, and to do that, you're just going to loop around 2 nails 1, 2 times, and then loop around the next 2 nails 1, 2 times. Let me get in closer here so you can see, and then loop around the next 2 1, 2 times. So you can see we're making our way all the way around the shape, and we're just looping around 2 nails twice. So if this is nail A and B, we loop around A and B 1, 2 times, and then B and C 1, 2 times, C and D 1, 2 times, and keep making your way all the way around the shape. What that does is it gives you this nice finished border, so it gives it nice definition around the edges. And once you make your way all the way around, you'll just take your scissors, cut a nice long tail. You can tie your ending string right to your beginning string if you ended on the same nail. And if you didn't end on the same nail, then just tie it around whatever nail that you ended up on. I like to put a little dot of glue on my knots. Use some super glue or regular craft glue. Let that dry, and then take your scissors and trim in as close as you can without cutting any important strings. And then you'll cut those tails off at the end. And that's it. You'll have your completed ballerina. Of course, string and paint colors are always customizable. If you have any questions, reach out on the Facebook page. I'll put the link to that in the description of this video. I would also love to see a picture of your completed project. If you want to share that on the Facebook page, you can do that as well. And if you need any more projects, feel free to look through all the pictures on the Facebook page, or you can hop on to Etsy. I have not all, but many listed on there. Most of them are on my Facebook. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have fun with your project. I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye.